This is Limefrog, and he is fucking addicted to Minecraft speedrunning.
Joe, I've got some bad news. Bruce and your dad are dead. Joe, I'm here for you. I love you.
To understand such a copious level of addiction should transform Limefrog into this zen, zombified state in which he is so locked in that nothing else matters. First, we need to understand the root cause of this issue. Not to prohibit it, but to see if I could then acquire this dedication and transfer it to a more useful task. The risk of this is that there's a 50% chance that once I reach that turning point, I am unable to resist temptation and instead fall into a pit of speedrunning despair. The only way to find out is to acquire the Minecraft world record. This is Project Dugle. First, I adopted a child and then locked him in a basement. Inside the basement, there was only a high-speed gaming computer, over 200 speedrunning techniques, and the furry side of Twitter, and a German Bible. This will give him everything he needs to become a speedrunning genius. He will only get food and water after completing a new PB practice technique or PB run. This will give us a way of measuring my skill index compared to the purest speedrunner. I started by trying to get in contact with Limefrog. Extracting him from his zombified state proved to be a very difficult task. In the end, I had to bring in one of his family members to physically restrain him from the run.
Hey Joe, Joe, so what I was thinking for the sequence we were talking about, Joey.
Joey.
Joey, hello? Oh, God! I'm fucking crazy!
Don't want to do it.
Fine, I'll do it. But you need to understand what you're getting into. This will change the course of your life forever. What you're committing to is to live for the run. You will only communicate through PBs and Twitter. You will only eat the pace you can maintain. You will only drink the sweat from your shaking hands. You will live for the run.
Limefrog insisted that I must wake up at 5 a.m. every day to begin training. He said this would, quote, break down the bad habits grown over a lifetime and rehabilitate me to the golden standard. I could only eat after getting a new PB, so I was keen to begin my rigorous training. He started me on some basics. These consisted of bastions, nether portals, end fights, and DNA. After this, I hopped back on the nether portal practice world, hoping to get my first meal of the day.
Why is he so bad?
Shut up!
You're literally bad. If any kid saw you right now, they would literally be crying. You want all the kids to look up to you and see success in a 1.8 second portal PB minimum. Fine, my little 206 second Proto-J. You can have your first meal.
I ended day one by enjoying my first meal. Another prescription by Limefrog, a handful of mac and cheese, raw. A diet procured over many years by the speedrunning community. I started today by taking the daily estrogen meds prescribed to me by Limefrog. He said this would, quote, help with my development. Limefrog additionally prescribed me funny memes to watch before training, to help develop my psyche to think correctly, to think fast. It was time for my first run. Limefrog was instructing me on what to do. He started by getting me to find a village seed, where we could gather the materials needed to go to the nether. It started off clean, but we quickly ran into problems.
Are you fucking stupid? Dumb!
It was at this moment I realized I am a terrible fucking speedrunner. Until the estrogen kicked in.
I
I rapidly gained speed as I quickly downed the iron golem, gathered my tools from the blacksmith, and found a lava pool to create my portal. As I entered the nether, I quickly used the e-rape technique to locate the bastion. After quickly navigating the terrain, I was ready to enter the pigment's domain. I hastily speedbridged.
You fucking suck!
After the endeavors of day 2, limefrog informed me that my testosterone levels were still too high, and that I had not gotten adequate practice. It was at this point I received my punishment. Wake up 2 hours earlier, no more funny memes, and 5 more hours of practice. It was abysmal. And I still hadn't eaten since day 1. I was getting desperate. I needed a new PB, so I grinded my hardest. I didn't even know what an e-rape was. The estrogen, it just gave it to me. I doubled my intake. And I begun my training. I started by learning village strategies, their behavioral patterns, so I could read their mind. Cod bucket strategies, house generation patterns, the workings of the game itself. The nether e-rape, pie rape. I intensely studied every single bastion, learning all of the possible routes. Then I designed my mind palace to look like the bastions so I could practice them in my sleep, getting inside of the piglin's mind. I needed to learn how to mathematically calculate the stronghold's exact location using only 2 ender eyes. I learned the patterns of the stronghold, the ender dragon's exact paths to kill it in the sky so I could win! Then I blacked out my doors and windows and all possible forms of light and noise so nothing and no one could distract me from the run. It was then when I tripled my estrogen intake. I was now finally given my 2nd meal of the week. Now I was truly ready to begin the running. I was now ready to begin running. Limefrog told me I was doing great, and that gave me extreme levels of dopamine. But then he introduced me to ranked speedruns. He told me I must attain 1,000 elos, and told me it would help me master all the seed types. I queued up my first game, and I could already smell my victory. I was so excited. My opponent, George Bush 420. I was ready to lick him dry and leave him soggy. As the countdown decreased, my anticipation maximized. A shipwreck seed, commonplace for speedruns. I've practiced this in to out. Child's play for a veteran like me. I quickly located the magma ravine, built my portal, and entered the nether. Instantly locating the bastion, it was treasure, my favorite. And then beginner's luck. A simple blunder won him that game. No biggie. I'll just cue another one. Okay, Furry Lincoln Ball 69. Fuck! Sexual Peter 27. Big fuckers! Idiots! Obama 420, you're so gay! Just get away from me! XX Clinton Meow Baby. Idiots! You're so bad! Obama gay. Sexual Peter. Game after game, I failed, dropping lower in elo each time. George Bush 420, ex-Lincoln Furry Balls, they all stole it from me. My victory, my pride, my mac and cheese. I needed something that could make me drastically better than everyone around me. I started flying through the elo levels. I was amazed at how good these kids thought they were before going up against me. They were all talentless. It's almost like they were still eating solid foods. Pathetic. By the end of the day, I had reached number 1 on all leaderboards. No one could compare to my raw talent. I told Limefrog I was ready to go for the record.
Record? You can't go for the record.
Yes, I can. I'm ready.
fine. You can go for the record. But first, you have to beat me. Donuts, you've done it. You've transcended all other speedrunners. And if you don't stop, I fear you may never return to your former self. And worse yet, you'll ruin the world of Minecraft speedrunning, becoming so good there's no longer competition. This has gone too far, Donuts. I'm taking away the estrogen. Estrogen?
blunder one of them. Shut the fuck up!